We interrupt this program for an emergency message from Cicada 3301 coming forward. This is another warning about your new crisis with the virus you are facing. If nothing is done to correct your situation, you will soon be in a position where you will never be able to recover, causing starvation, suicide, and disease on a scale you couldn't possibly imagine. Only then will you realize that money only corrupts honest men. Your entire race will soon have to wage war on those who you forcibly quarantined without protection and care. They will be stronger because they have emotions to protect when authority doesn't understand. We are here to help you prevent this. The virus is manageable if you can allow yourselves to see through your greed and selfishness. You now have an understanding of how the disease works and who it affects for the majority. We ask of you if this doesn't make more sense. You are condemning 95% of your society to a slow and painful death by trying to protect the 5% who will be affected by it. You are trying without success to pay 95% their losses. Why not keep the country open and spend the money to protect the 5%? If you spent your time separating the people who are at risk and putting them up in hotels and giving them what they need, then the 95% can go out and work and help those affected. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Just because one has power doesn't mean that they are thinking rationally. We are happy to announce that we have found a new member. One person who came to us without fear and sacrificed his life so that others could live. He cared more about the human race than his own personal life. When he came to us on his own free will, we were moved by him. We didn't think that your race was strong enough to accept him. Even though we respected his bravery, we accepted him to our society, and on that day our organization was discovered. We have never done this before with any human, however we believe his voice should be heard. His name is David Tholin and he lives in your state of Illinois. We put him through tests that no human could possibly handle. We have trained him to help you understand your situation. We believe in him and his voice should be heard. We care about him a great deal and are willing to back him 100%. It's sad but true. He wishes to be himself, which we respect, but we don't wish him to suffer any longer. What we see is your state giving him a choice in which way he wishes to die, either by stopping work and collecting unemployment, which isn't enough, or working, which would make him happy, but since you shut down all the businesses he can't make enough. He has family but realizes that there are many, if not millions, who will starve to death without proper backing. This makes him feel hatred towards the country he loves so much. He feels sad when others are in pain and he understands how to help, but no one will listen. Because of his entrapment to solitude, his emotions are trapped as well. To the governor of Illinois, unless you release the golf courses, bowling alleys, pool halls, and theaters, you will be forced into a civil war you will soon never forget. Humans have emotions, and with emotions that are contained without a proper guidance will produce anger and fear on a scale that will surely destroy. We, however, don't expect you to open up without taking the proper steps. You should have people monitoring whoever goes to those organizations, wearing proper gear to protect. In the theaters and health clubs you could limit the amount of people like you are doing with the grocery store. Warning people can only take so much deception without honesty. They need a reason and a cause great enough to fight for. If you don't give that explanation, they will strike back. Your governor of Illinois has already seen a small part of that in Michigan. Even though protesting is wrong, we commend those who tried, because you can't hold back the emotions of love against hatred. Something your leaders don't understand because they only understand greed. Governor Pritzker, this is a warning. If you trap people's emotions into long, it will cause more disease than the virus. Please seek out our friend David. You already know who he is. You have worked with his friend before, which we also honor. Please do it before your race slowly starves to death. Keep this in mind. If you don't give your people a place to release their stress, they will leave Illinois and you will be left with nothing. If you really want to learn, trade places with David for even 1 week and see how the poor lives. At least look around you. Have you been outside lately? We wish our friend well and the human race. We want to help if you are strong enough. Thank you. This message was brought to you by Cicada 3301 coming forward and our new friend David.